Hey everybody, welcome to the Frontier Prep channel. My name is Billy and today we're going to discuss whether or not we'll be able to fight our own countrymen. But before we do that, if you don't mind, check our content, see if you like it. If you do, consider subscribing, liking our videos, sharing our videos, and most importantly, hit that notification bell and we'll let you know when we post new content. Without further ado, let's discuss. You don't get a choice to what career your kids are going to take. You can wish to get a doctor, you can wish to get a teacher, you can wish to get a welder or a mechanic. However, imagine now that your child goes into, well, he becomes a police officer. For those of us who come from a different country, and we do have a bitter taste when it comes to law enforcement, not because law enforcement here is horrible, just because of our background, because where we come from, it is really horrible. What do you do if an SHTS happen and your own child is given orders to do something that you did not raise him to do? When I was in Cuba, believe it or not, on my stepfather's side, there was a case like that. There was a cop. I was very, very, very careful with the things that we said in front of him. The reason is very simple. There was no trust. And it's sad to say this because I don't think he was a bad person, to tell you the truth. That was just his job. But his job, well, part of his job was required to follow the law given by that tyrannical government. So in essence, he was our enemy. So imagine now you having in your ranks, in your family, an enemy. You are sleeping with the enemy, as the saying goes. What do you do? Or your child is serving in the military and they're giving him or her orders. What can they do? I know it's a lot easier said than done, like, oh, that's an unlawful order or an unconstitutional order. You do not have to follow it. We are not the ones refusing to follow the orders. We are not the ones getting in trouble. They are. I don't know about the military. What I can tell you is it was a very sad situation that we had every time that we will go visit. The moment that he will walk into the room, there was that awkward silence. And his father was like, you know, you can say whatever you want. He will not tell on family. But that was never enough. That was never enough. There was always that thought of, I can't trust you. I can't trust you because of what you do. Now, and I want to believe this from the bottom of my heart. I want to believe this. Imagine now that you have a law enforcement in your family. And I can tell you right now that that is the case yet again with me. Would you feel comfortable speaking to that person of what is going on in the world? I will say yes and no. You need to be mindful that if given an order, you have 50-50 chance that that person will go against his own countrymen. 50-50 chance. I'm giving it straight down the middle. However, I can say as a father, I can say this 100%, that I will trust my son if in fact he goes into the military or into law enforcement. And you might say, why? Because it's your son? Nope. It's not because it's my son. It's because the way that I have raised him. I have raised him to be always worried about government. The government is not here to protect us. And although you may are doing a job, you have to see what is right here. If it doesn't feel right here, walk away. Walk away. In fact, the other day, Last mentioned to me, he's like, hey, Dad. And he's only 9 years old, but he was like, hey, Dad, I was thinking, and I was like, maybe if I join the military, I can shoot all the guns that I always wanted to. And I said, well, son, I think you might have a better chance to shoot them right now as a civilian than not as in the military. Plus, quite frankly, the way that the military is nowadays, I will not give you my blessing to go into it. He's like, oh, really? I was like, nope. What it was and what it is today is two totally different things. So let's stick with here. And that way it's better. And he's like, how about a police officer? And I laughed and I said, well, son, we're going to have different conversations as you grow up. I can tell you right now that not all cops are good, but not all are evil either. And a lot of them are just wanting to do their job. However, when the time comes, they're going to have to make a harsh decision. I think even harder than even us. Because they're going to have to make the decision of, should I continue my career and go against my values and go against my own countrymen? Or should I say, enough, go F yourself, government. I'm going to stand beside my countrymen and I will not compromise on my ideals and my convictions. I got to tell you, I'm very curious to hear. I am leaning into the last one. I hope from the bottom of my heart, I hope that those in the service and those in law enforcement will stay beside us as the shit hits the fan. I want to think that. I really do. Because otherwise, they're going to have a lot more to deal with than just an SHTF. They're going to have to deal with the fact that they will probably go against their own parents, their own siblings, their own kids. Because a career. Something to think. Let me know if you have... you don't have to do it in the chat. If you don't want to, you can definitely reach me via email. I will keep it private. But I'm very curious to know where you stand. Will you stand with us the people, or would you stand against, or would you follow orders? That's what I'm trying to ask. So, something to consider. I really do wish, that they will stand with us. Just saying. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.